Hi, good morning. So we're going to look a little bit deeper at finding 10% today. So as you can see here on my bar model, the whole bar model is worth 100%, and 100% is my whole amount. So because I want to find 10%, and you can see my little scale along the bottom here, I have I've split up my bar model into 10 equal sections. So each of these little boxes is worth 10%. And you'll remember that from last week when you were looking at fractions and you were looking at which part of the bar model was shaded. So this is worth 10%. And if I have 10 lots of 10, I have 100. So if I have 10 lots of 10%, I have 100%. So the bar models we're going to be looking at today will be split into 10 equal sections. So let's have a look at our first question. Whoa, I've got lots of counters here. I want to find 10% of 20, okay? And I've got 20 counters. I'm not going to count them all out. You'll have to take my word for it. So I've got 20 counters. And I want to find 10%. So my whole amount is 20. That's 100%. Now, if I pop those into my bar model here, then I have separated them into each section. I have split my 20 counters into 10 equal parts, okay? When I split my 20 counters into 10 equal parts, I'm actually doing 20 divided by 10 because I've got 20 counters and I have divided them into 10 equal parts. And we know that 20 divided by 10 is 2, and I've got 2 here. So rather than doing all the counters, I could just put 2 because that number 2 represents those 2 counters. So 10% of 20 is 2 because I've done 20, I've divided it by 10, I've got 2 in each section, so 10%, this bit here, 10% of 20 is 2. Let's have a look at this one. This time I want to do 10% of 40. So I've got my 40 and that's my whole amount, and I'm going to divide it by 10. I'm going to split my 40 into 10 equal sections. I'd like you to pause the video here and have a go at finding the answer yourself. Okay, so you should have had a little go yourself. So if I am doing 40 divided by 10, I know that in each section I'm going to have 4 because 40 divided by 10 is 4. So 10% of 40 would be 4. Now let's have a look at the next one. This is a little bit trickier. I've got 10%. I want to find 10% of 25. So 25 is my whole amount. And so I need to divide 25 by 10. I need to divide that whole amount, the 25, into 10 equal sections. Now, to do this one, I'm going to need to use my knowledge of place value. And you're going to have to think right back to when we did dividing by 10 in the autumn term. So I know when I've got my number 25, I've got 2 10s, I've got 5 1s, so I'm going to put that in my place value. And now I've got my number 25, 2 10s and 5 1s. Now I want to divide it by 10. I'd like you to pause your video here and have a little go and see if you can remember how we do that. Okay, so if you think right back, here's my place value chart, and each of these digits needs to get 10 times smaller. So my 5 will go into my tenths. I will move it one place because I'm dividing by 10. And then my 2 will go into my ones because it gets 10 times smaller. So now my answer here is 2.5. 25 divided by 10 is 2.5. So each of these is worth 2.5. So 10% is worth 2.5. If I have 10 lots of 2.5, I have 25. So my whole amount is 25. I've divided it into 10 equal parts and each part is 2.5. So 10% is 2.5. Okay, so your sheet is going to look a little bit like this. So when I am finding 10% of a number, I'm dividing my whole amount into 10 equal parts. So if I wanted to find 10% of 60, I would need to divide 60 by 10. And 60 divided by 10 is 6. So 10% of 60 is 6. You are then going to have a little go at answering these questions, and then you're going to think about what you notice about your answers. Okay, do you see any patterns maybe? Then you're going to find 10% of the amounts here. And from question 15, they get a little bit trickier and you might need to use your place value chart like I did on the last question. Okay, good luck and I'll look forward to seeing what you do on Dojos.